Hello my viewers, you are highly welcome to my YouTube channel. In today's tutorial, we are going to be looking at this question on my board. So this is actually radical equation. So now what do we say about radical equation? I have said this in one of my videos, that is my previous videos under this radical equation. So now radical equation is just an equation where you are going to be looking for an unknown, and the unknown is found directly under the square root or cube root sign. So therefore, if you're talking about radical, the radical is just this, okay, this one here, that is their sign. So that is what that is radical. Now whenever you have what, you have an unknown, okay, you have an unknown which is a, okay, under what, under the radical or the unknown we are looking for. So what we are going to do is that we are going to what, we are going to isolate this term, okay, isolate this term. Then after isolating this, I get it now, then we try to what, we try to clear the radical sign. I get it now, then we solve further. So now let's quickly do this and see what we are going to do. So if we want to isolate the radical here, therefore we are going to send this what, we are going to send the 7, okay, towards the other side. So we are going to be having a minus 3 equals to 1 minus what, 1 minus 7. So now from there, what's the next thing to do? The next thing to do, that we are going to be looking at what can we do, I get now, to cancel this radical. So now to cancel it, the only thing we can do is what, is to take the square of both sides. Now taking the square of both sides, okay, like this, equals to, this is going to be minus 6 raised to power 2. I get me now. So now from here, I'll be very glad to tell you that here we say that this equation is what, has no solution. The reason is that the index of the radical is even number, which is 2. I get it now. And the index or the radical with index with negative or with positive index can never give what, can never give us negative. Do you understand now? That is, the radical with even index cannot have negative what, can have negative result. So therefore we say this equation doesn't have what, doesn't have a solution. Are you getting what I'm saying? Okay, so let's go for that. So let's say we have b, we have another equation. So now we are going to apply the same thing. Do you understand? So now try to apply the same thing here. This is actually another radical equation. So but this one is having cube root, okay, and you can see that we find our unknown, that is x, under the radical sign. So now what we are going to do is that we try to isolate everything under what, under the radical sign, with the sign itself. So we try to isolate it. So now trying to isolate this, what are we going to do? We are going to take 5 to the other side of the equation, that is to the right hand side. Then we have the first term of this equation to be isolated. So we have something like this. Are we there? Equals to 2 minus 5. So now you can see that this equation is going to be 2x plus 3 equals to what? Minus 3. Now when you look at this, you can see that there's resemblance from what we did here and what we actually did in the first example, because the right hand side is also giving us negative value here, which is minus 3. And the next thing we are going to do after isolating this, so the next thing we are going to do is to find what can we use, okay, to cancel or to to cancel the radical sign. I get it now. But don't forget that this is cube root. Therefore, we are going to use what? We are going to use cube. Okay, therefore, to get that, we are going to take the cube of the both side. I get it now, like this. If you take the cube of the both side, you can see that minus 3 to power 3 is going to give us negative value, which is minus 27. So therefore, I want to tell you that this one has a solution, unlike the first one, because whenever you have a radical sign having odd index, let me repeat, having odd index, so the value of the radical can be what? Can be negative. I get now. Definitely we are good to go. So we can move further and with our solvings. So now by doing that, you can see that this cube we actually cancel this one. Is that understood? So we have what? We are going to have 2x plus 3 equals to what? Minus 27, because minus 3 to power 3 is going to give us minus 27. So now from here we try to make the first term the subject, the first term, yes, the subject of formula, that is 2x to be equals to minus 27. So now from here, minus 27 minus 3. So now from here you can see that 2x is what? 2x equals to what? Equals to minus 30. So now from here we try to divide through by the coefficient of x. So we have what? We have x to be equals to minus 30 divided by 2 give us what? Minus 15. So now you can see that the minus 15 is the solution to this problem. If you want to check whether you are actually right or what we got, or the solution we have is truth value to the equation we are given to solve. So therefore you kindly put the value back to the equation and see whether it's satisfied or not. So if left hand side is actually equals to the right hand side, so we conclude that we have the truth value for the solution. So now that is going to be the end of the lecture. So if you find the class very interesting, do not hesitate to subscribe and also hit on the notifications bell so that you won't miss any of my class. Do not also forget to share this, like and comment. Thank you for watching.